Hi, I'm Veronica Vance. Coming up, we find all the fun activities to do on Belle Isle during the Grand Prix. Tour Metro Detroit's favorite, Lake St. Clair, with a stop in New Baltimore, and then we hang tight with the Detroit Derby girls, so stay tuned.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.
I'm out here on Belle Isle for the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix, and even though it's the thrills of the race that bring us down here, we're going to show you there's a lot more to do. Well, there are cars on the track, but of course there are cars out here too. It's like a Chevrolet showroom. You can get inside, take a look at the Chevrolet cars. They've got all kinds of vehicles on display throughout. My personal favorite, isn't she a beauty? So you got to check out the paint job on this. This is the American Pride Camaro. It's just amazing. Another cool thing is you get to hear the racers' perspectives after the race and before the race. They're out here talking to the public.
Every time we cross the start finish and we're like, oh, I didn't hit the wall. Now I've got to do it again. We're going to do that 90 times today. So.
And if you want to take a break from the action out on the track, you can come to the Meyer Family Fun Zone, where I would probably be here with my kids. They've got these huge blow-ups. Lots of fun for the kids. They've got carnival fare all around. I see people eating corn dogs and just having a blast. And you can smell this delicious barbecue as soon as you step onto the island. Smoking it right there. They got Wii stations set up in here, and we may be looking at a future driver one day, maybe out there on the track.
Great. It's awesome. It's so nice. I work in downtown, so this is nice. I've never been out to Belle Isle, so this is great.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh well, welcome to the island.
I know, it's nice.
So I've made my way to the paddock area, and this is where a lot of the corporate sponsors get to sit, and they're right across from where they work on the cars. This is a lot of action going on in this area, too. So you're here with Deloitte. You're part of Deloitte.
We are. We're thrilled to be a sponsor here of the Grand Prix, and I had an amazing experience last Thursday. I got a chance to drive with Mario Andretti in a Formula One car.
Oh my.
Absolutely fantastic experience.
Once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime,
wow.
and they're right across the street here, and the Andretti team right across the street. I've been waiting to see if I can get Mario to do a little autograph for me.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
Now, how fast did you go?
150 miles an hour.
Oh my goodness.
Another great event indeed.
And right here's where they're getting prepped and ready before they go out onto the track. So thrilling.
It's brand new. I think it's great. I think it brings a lot to the city, a lot for families, and it's just a wonderful place to be. I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces, and I'm really getting ready to check out the cars in the paddock area, because I think that's where all the action is.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to be here and to see you, and
Yeah.
there's no better place to be.
And of course, there's great entertainment all weekend long. Like behind me from the country music band Brooks and Dunn, we've got Ronnie Dunn performing. One of the first events to kick off Autopalooza each year, the Chevrolet Detroit Belle Isle Grand Prix. It's a lot of fun. Macomb County is home to the heart of the Great Lakes, Lake St. Clair. It has 31 miles of coastline and it's dotted with all kinds of great little nautical towns along the way. And it's a great lake to play in, so come on board with me. So ahoy from Lake St. Clair, out here cruising the beautiful lake, enjoying this wonderful day. So much fun. The coastline along here is dotted with cities that are all, it's just like a big boating atmosphere out here, right? It's like a lifestyle.
Absolutely. There's a whole lifestyle that people that have never experienced it in Detroit area wouldn't even know it exists.
Yeah.
It has the highest amount of registered boaters of anywhere in the country. Besides that, there's other activities like sailboating, windsurfing, the kiteboarding where they have the big pontoons, and this is considered one of the best fishing lakes anywhere in North America. It's #1 for muskie fishing. It's just proclaimed as the best fishing lake on earth by the most awarded bass tournament fisherman,
Wow.
Kevin Van Dam.
Now, we're out here on a weekday, but I understand it's a different story on the weekends and in the summertime. It's just the place to be.
Well, just in Macomb County alone,
Yeah.
there's over 60 active marinas. We have 15 boat launches along Lake St. Clair, the American side. There's everything for family activities to, there's a lot of islands to explore, a lot of locations. The lighthouses have been restored.
If you don't own your own boat and you want to come out here and experience the lake, you can charter boats.
Oh yeah.
There's places all along the
There's
coastline,
places
right?
all along the coastline where you can charter boats, and we call it our own Great Lake.
Our own Great Lake.
Yes.
Yes, I would say it's
Yes.
right here in Metro Detroit and Macomb County.
In our backyard.
This is like a limo that we're on.
The boat we're on now is from H2O Limos, which, you know, it's a boat for hires. You can rent the boat or you can rent it with the captain. And we'll take you out anywhere in the lake you want to go. If you want to go swimming for the day, go out swimming. You just want to go downtown to a Tigers game, we can do that. We have a lot of different options with that. Or if you're having a birthday party, anniversary, family outing, whatever, there's lots of boats to rent out here on this lake.
So one of the great little coastal communities on Lake St. Clair is New Baltimore. They've got this beautiful main street. It's dotted with shops and eateries, and of course it all leads right up to the beach in Lake St. Clair.
We want to make this the destination. That we want this to be the place to come to. We're looking at canoe and kayak and paddleboard rentals coming into town for the spring. We're putting in 20 boat docks down here on the water. We're just on the move.
So this leads then to a public beach?
This leads down to the public beach. We have a city park down here. There's an outside pavilion, there's a closed pavilion, there's playscapes.
It's kind of what you think of like when you go up north to those other towns that dot the lakes. I mean, it's right here, but it's in Macomb County.
Just a fun place to come to.
Hey, I'm going to go into all these little places you were
Absolutely,
talking
I
about.
wish you would. I think you'll be very impressed.
Oh yeah, I'm going on a tour. Come with me.
All right.
This looks like a cute shop. So this is Celtic Sisters Candle and Candy Shop, and look at this display. Isn't this just the kind of candy display you would expect in a store like this? And all the candles they have for display here, all made in Michigan. Oh, and my favorite, a little bit of vino. Come on. Oh my goodness, this place is so warm and welcoming. The ceiling is a gorgeous tin ceiling. They've got brick wall in the back, and of course all the wine and all the accessories. It smells wonderful in here. You back here making wine, drinking wine, toasting to the making of wine, or what?
We are toasting to the making of wine.
Toasting to the making of
Washington
wine.
Street Winehouse.
Yes, absolutely.
You're here.
And of course, what's a coastal town without an ice cream shop? But this one's also a bakery. It's Stahl's Bakery. Let's go in. Smell the goodness out on the street.
In the 1970s, some of the bakers invented by accident the belly button cookie.
So what's in the belly button cookie?
It's butter, walnuts, and chocolate. And I call it ugly. My doctor calls it decadent. And
That was the best mistake I've ever had. That is wonderful.
Welcome to the historic Grand Pacific House in downtown New Baltimore. We hope you enjoy your stay here in New Baltimore and enjoy visiting our former hotel.
So Mark, it looks like Little Camille's is one of like the happening restaurants in New Baltimore.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're so happy to be down here in downtown New Baltimore. There's so much going on down here, and there's more coming.
What kind of food does Little Camille's, what kind of food do you serve up?
Little Camille's is all about fresh product. We make our own bread, we make our own hamburger buns, we use fresh ground beef for our burgers. We make everything from scratch, and our goal is to make great food, great price, and great service. Our patrons come out, especially this time of year. It's comfortable to be outside eating and dining, and it's been great. We've been so happy with the response from everybody.
And what I really like is you come out here, you turn around, and there's the water
There
right
it is.
there.
It's
Awesome.
right there.
And look at the people out here on a fall day.
I'll tell you, it's a great little waterfront town here that a lot of people don't really know or understand or have an appreciation for until you've been here. If you've been here, I tell you what, you want to come back.
Yes.
Great opportunities out here for paddling, canoeing, fishing. Lake St. Clair is where it's at. This lake is the busiest freshwater lake in the entire country, especially during the summer months. It's because it's shallow, it's a basin, a lot of fishing goes on over here, a lot of boating activity, a lot of restaurants, a lot of places for people to go to. So this is where most of the boats and most of the marinas are on Lake St. Clair.
You paddle, you get out there and it's like walking on water, I
I
understand.
water ski, I canoe, I
You take
kayak,
full
I
advantage
paddle,
of the
but
lake.
again, this year I really got into the stand-up paddleboarding, and it is absolutely a lot of fun. And I can't get enough of it. I'm out on here, even the rivers, the Clinton River, closer to Harrison Township area. So you find that this has become the new crave, but also a great way to get a suntan.
Yeah. This is my first time trying this. I'm going to go out on the paddle boat. And I'm told it's like walking on water and I'm not going to fall, right?
She's actually doing pretty good for a first timer. I mean, with these waves the way they are, this is not normal for people to start on. They usually want to start where it's really smooth, but I tell you what, I give her a lot of credit, especially when she went sideways. When those waves are coming at you, that's the time, if you're new, you're going to fall, that's when you're going to fall. Good for her.
Oh my goodness! Okay, I was told it was a little rough conditions to learn and my legs were a little shaky, but I can see how it could really be a fun and addictive once you get it down pat. Woo! High five! That was fun!
You rocked it. You rocked it.
Well, I've earned my sea legs today out on Lake St. Clair. Did a little paddle boarding. Now I'm back downtown at Little Camille's and I'm about to enjoy some fresh homemade food, a good glass of wine, and I'd say it's a perfect ending to a perfect day.
Let's ride. Let's ride. Let's ride. Let's ride.
There are plenty of things to see and do in Metro Detroit this month, and our calendar of events is up next to point you in the right direction. Enjoy the jazzy adventure Catch Me If You Can at the Fisher. Then spend a day out with Thomas at Greenfield Village. Get motivated by health and wellness guru Jillian Michaels. Then be moved by the timeless love story Aida. Superheroes save the day at the Motor City Comic Con, and the Detroit Symphony Pops come together for a special tribute. Discover fine art at the Village of Rochester Hills. Then stop at Eastern Market for their mammoth Flower Day show. Have some good old-fashioned fun at St. Mary's Polish Country Fair. Then stimulate your senses at the Movement Electronic Music Fest. The Birmingham Village Fair offers rides, games, and food. And Comerica Park turns a little bit country for the hoedown. Autopalooza kicks off with the Belle Isle Grand Prix, and the Mount Clemens Art Fair is another great reason to get outside. To learn of any changes, log on to visitdetroit.com or call 1-800-DETROIT. The Masonic Temple at a real live roller derby. I'm watching Detroit Derby girls, and they are jamming to sellout crowds, and this place is just roaring with excitement. How many girls are on a team?
Usually between 14 and 17 or 18.
14 and 17. Now, how many are out on the rink at once?
10. There's 4 blockers and 1 jammer on each side.
You girls out there getting hurt?
Well, it's full contact.
Okay.
So it's similar to hockey. It's not staged like wrestling. So you can have full body contact from your shoulder to your elbow, and then your entire hip, and most of the side of your body is there. What you won't see, or you'll see get called as penalties, are back blocks, right? So there's no frontward to backward movement of me shoving an opponent in the back, or obviously tripping. The dangerous things, and that's why the elbows, obviously we don't elbow to the face, high blocking with the head, stuff like that. Those are things that you'll see get called as a penalty. We have 7 referees out on the track at one time during the game, all watching different people in different packs, or the jammer, the person that's scoring, different things. So you'll see them whistle, blow them off. They go to the penalty box for 1 minute. And if you continue to go to the box for 7 turns, you're ejected. You don't get to skate the game anymore.
Now, have you ever had any injuries yourself?
I did. I actually broke my ankle about a year and a half ago, and then ended up in the hospital for 6 days with blood clots in both lungs. So I was that was not good.
But you're back for more.
I'm back for more.
Yeah. How many teams are there in Detroit?
We have 5 league teams. Then we also have 3 pretty much all-star teams. Our A team plays pretty much all around the country. They're nationally ranked. Every year, there's the regional tournament, and that's pretty much the entire Midwest. The top 3 will go play in the national tournament. Then we also have a JV team, which will play a 5-6 hour drive, like Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Indianapolis, cities like that. Then we also have a C-level team, which is kind of for the newer girls, and they'll play a couple hour drive, Grand Rapids, Flint, Lansing.
Mafioso. I love your name. So tell me what inspired you to become a Detroit Derby girl?
Well, it was a long time ago. This is my 4th season, and I'm a librarian. I work for Detroit Public Library, and I came with a librarian friend. I knew I had to sign up, so I did. I signed up. I went to boot camp. I got drafted, and it's been that way for the past 4 seasons.
What is this boot camp I'm hearing about?
Well, now how we do it, we have a weekend course called Derby U, and it's 2 days. You kind of learn a little bit more about the league, you learn some basic skating and kind of get a feel for what it's all about. So once you complete that, then you can try out. Try out basic skating skills, and then from there, you're in an 8 to 12 week boot camp program, and you're deemed fresh meat. And then you are re-skills tested with your derby skills, and you become a rookie, and you're drafted to a home team. We do Derby U twice a year, and then we hold our official tryouts in the summertime around July-ish.
I'll tell you what else really adds to the fun is hearing the announcer announce these crazy names. We've got Vicious Vixen, Real Louselight, Mean Josie Green. It just adds to the excitement.
Looks like we've got a major call on to Dizzy Divine there. Racer McChaser makes her way out of the back. She picks up 5 more points for the Grand Prix Madonnas.
Where do you come up with your names?
Usually there's just a general list when new girls join.
Yeah.
And there'll be some just ones floating out there that if somebody can't think of one, they come up with that. A lot of them are related to people's jobs or have their own name in it. Jen and Tonic, obviously her real name is Jen, so she just went with Jen and Tonic and made a little twist on it.
My derby name is Formosa Fury, and it's actually because my family's from Taiwan, so that's the former name of Taiwan. My brother actually came up with it. One day my brother and his wife were very bored, I think, and they came up with about 15 different names of everything under the sun. And so that's the one I actually chose.
And they've got halftime entertainment too. Picked up a notch as everything else here.
One of my friends that I grew up with, we moved up here for graduate school from Georgia, and she got into it, and I just started following it ever since. And I'm hooked. I mean, yeah, the WNBA, but they can't hold a candle to women's roller derby. It's just amazing.
I didn't know it was so family friendly and really kind of awesome. It's a good time, and I'm enjoying myself a lot.
What brought you guys down here to the bout?
Racer, she's good.
Racer. You're fans. You're fans.
We're her favorite fans. She can control herself. She's in charge, and she knows how to work with everybody. She's very good. She just got 1,000 points.
So she got you guys hooked on the sport in general?
Absolutely. If I was 20 years younger, I'd be out there myself.
Out of the 40, 32 of the women are college educated professional women, and they're doctors and lawyers. Racer's a lawyer. I love it.
So we have a bout is considered 2 30-minute halves, and then we'll have intermission music and halftime entertainment. So in those 30-minute periods, there's what's called a 2-minute jam.
Okay.
It can go for a maximum of 2 minutes. What will happen is there will be 4 blockers from each team that start up here by this line. Back about 20, 30 feet is the jammer line. There will be a jammer with a star panty on the side of their helmet, one from each team. The whistles will go and start the game, start that particular jam, and the whole point is to get your jammer through, simultaneously stopping the other jammer. So I'm purple. I will all day today be trying to help the purple jammer and stop the black and orange jammer. Okay? So once the jammers break through the pack for the first time, every time after that they pass an opponent, they get a point. Team with the most points wins.
To actually compete in front of so many people is actually really quite amazing. It's thrilling, it's nerve-wracking. I feel like I'm going to throw up every single time. I've been doing this for 3 years. I still feel like I'm going to throw up, but it's in the long run, it's actually a lot of fun.
So are you guys all friends outside of this, even though you're competing teams?
We are like the coolest girls I've ever met in my life. You know, like just we're all different. Like I said, I'm a librarian. There's a doctor on my team. There's housewives. There's just like all different kinds of girls, but something about them is like different than anybody else, and it just brings you all together, and you just have this camaraderie. So yeah. So right now I hate the Grand Prix Madonnas, and I'm gonna do my best to slaughter them. But after the game, we're all friends.
You're all friends.
Know?
Have a drink together.
Yeah, totally.
Now they're signing autographs for the fans, big and small. If you're looking for a cool, hip, yet totally friendly night out, you've got to come to the Masonic Temple and watch the Detroit Derby girls strut their stuff. that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Veronica Vance. And remember, if you'd like more information on any of the places we visited, log on to visitdetroit.com. So until I see you next time, go out and explore on your own and discover the D. To learn about discounts and special offers for featured attractions, plus how to get copies of Visit Detroit magazine, click on visitdetroit.com.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.